What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And I know it's been a long time since I posted a video. It's back to the Padres series, I believe. But I had to get a new phone, which is my camera, and it looks much clearer now, which is really good. But we are back fully. The Phillies have been on a hot streak when I went away for a couple weeks. That was crazy. And we have a big series to talk about with the Nationals. The trade deadline's tomorrow. Right now it's July 29th at 7:02 p.m. And we got a lot to talk about. I was at the game on Monday where they walked it off with Andrew McCutchen. And then they had the game of the year just a couple hours ago where Brad Miller walks it off after a 7-0 comeback, walk-off grand slam, might I add. Now we're going to go through all these games. We split the series 2-2, which I don't love, but we're playing Pittsburgh this weekend, and they're not that good, so we should be able to sweep or at least win 2 out of 3 against them. I want to sweep them so bad because we got to get back on track. And the trade deadline, we're going to make some moves, hopefully get Craig Kimbrell, maybe get another player or starter. We need a starter, so that'd be great to have. Now we're just going to go over game one right now, the 6-5 victory. It started off bad. I was with the game with my dad, my uncle, and my brother. It didn't look good. We were down 4-0 with Josh Bell tripling to start off the scoring. Bryce Harper could not make the play against the wall. And so Alcides Escobar scores. That's 1-0 Washington. Might I add, Spencer Howard was starting this game. He looked great in the first 3 innings. It was 0-0 going to the top of the 4th, and then he just fell apart. And that's what Spencer Howard does. He always falls apart after the 3rd inning. Then, back-to-back triples. Josh Harrison scores, or he doesn't score. He hits the triple. Josh Bell scores. It was a misplay by Andrew McCutchen. He kind of stumbled, but they lead 2-0. Then Gerardo Parra singles on a ground ball to right field. Josh Harrison scores, so it's 3-0 now. And then Victor Robles singles to right field. And then they take the lead 4-0. Now, it was looking bleak here, but I didn't give up. I was telling my family, I was like, yo, we still got this game. Just hang tight. And then in the bottom of the 6th inning, which is later in the ball game, Rhys Hoskins hits a 3-run home run after McCutchen doubles. And then it's 4-3. Everyone's excited. I remember getting up, I put my 2 hands up. I was like, let's go, Hoskins. Let's go. Get us back within 1. And then in the top of the 9th, there was no more scoring in the top of the 9th. Josh Bell reaches on a fielding error by shortstop Didi Gregorius. Didi Gregorius has been so bad this season. His hitting has not been where it should be, and his fielding has been atrocious. One of the worst fielding shortstops in the game. But we're not really going to talk about that right now because we got to focus on the good part of this series. So, Andrew McCutchen, bottom of the 9th. I was like, hang tight. I put the this was the cap I was wearing in the game. I just got it. It was like $5 at a flea market. I finally got a nice flat bill Phillies hat. But anyway, I turned it inside out, put it on my head, got the rally cap going. There were a bunch of crazy guys around me. The energy was crazy. Segura doubles on the first pitch of the inning. I believe it was the first pitch. And then you're thinking, oh, here it goes. We have a chance. Then Romito strikes out swinging. That was a heartbreaker in that inning. So it goes 1 out, runner at second. Bryce Harper, it was a wild pitch. Got the runner at third with 1 out. We're still down by 2, might I add. So we weren't in a good situation. Then Bryce Harper walks. So the winning run, Andrew McCutchen comes to the plate. He has a nice at-bat. He hits one to the opposite field. Everyone gets up. I got up, put my 2 fingers up. It reached over the wall. We won 6-5. That was the greatest Phillies game I went to. And at that point, it was game of the year. We were on a 2-game winning streak after that. And I thought that was going to be game of the year. Nothing was going to top that because it was crazy, especially because I went to it and I witnessed that in person. But then, the next game, you follow up. You think you're going to do good. You think you're going to follow up great. But no, we lose 6-4. I kind of expected we were going to lose because we had Matt Moore on the mound. And Matt Moore is awful. I can't stand watching Matt Moore pitch. He is one of the worst pitchers in the game, I think. He gave up 6 runs again today. He gave us 6 runs in that game against the Braves. I don't know what's up. I don't know why he was not designated for assignment already. But anyway, let's get right into the scoring. Josh Bell hits a 3-run home run in the top of the 1st inning. So right away, the scoring is off. You 3-0 Washington. You're like, oh, we're done right now in the 1st inning. So you're kind of nervous to see what can he do. Can he bounce back? You're like, okay. Then bottom of the first, Bryce Harper doubles to score Gene Segura. That was good. 3-1 now. Just get back on track. The offense has been okay lately. Top of the second, the next inning, Juan Soto homers to the opposite field. That ball was crushed, but it should have got to that point. Didi Gregorius made an error. He made like 2 errors in the first 2 innings, and then he follows it up not getting stuff with going with the bat. But it was 6-1 at that time now. After Juan Soto crushes that home run, he's been hot after this All-Star break. Then in the bottom of the fourth, Odubel doubles, scores Rhys Hoskins, 6-2 Washington. Bottom of the fifth, Bryce Harper hits an inside the Parker. I completely forgot about that. He hits an inside the park home run after hits off the State Farm side in center field. 6-3 now. Everyone's all pumped up because it was 2 outs in the inning. And then back to back, Andrew McCutchen hits one over the wall. He's been on fire. He hit a home run in the last game with the 7-0 comeback, that was his 20th home run of the year. This was his 19th. 6-4. Now that ended the scoring in the game in the bottom of the fifth, but you thought that we could have came back. Andrew Knapp, oh my goodness. There was a missed call by the umpire. They reviewed this. It should have been a fair ball. Didi Gregorius pops it up. It hits the chalk line. They call it a foul ball. They review it. The call stands. I couldn't believe it. Chalk was kicked up when that ball hit the ground. So that should not have been a foul ball. It should have been fair. But I digress. Then later in that inning, Andrew Knapp's up with 2 outs, 2 runners on. He hits one deep to the warning track, and Gerardo Parra makes the catch. That would have took the lead in the game, and then we probably would have won it in the top of the ninth. But we end up losing 6-4. We failed to capitalize in the bottom of the ninth inning after a Carter Keyboom error. It was a bad game. The offense did not get as going as much as I thought they would, and the pitching with Matt Moore stunk. I do not want to watch Matt Moore pitch again for this team. And I don't know if you guys could hear this because it's on my phone, but ESPN's doing a lot of notifications. Joey Gallo got dealt. Max Scherzer got dealt to the Padres. Anthony Rizzo is traded to the Yankees. Like, Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo are on the Yankees now. They have a stacked lineup, and I think they have a chance to pick the wild card now. But oh my goodness. The next day, the game was canceled because Washington had a COVID outbreak. Trey Turner tests positive, and it did not look good for the Nationals. But they come back the next day on the doubleheader, and they end up winning 3-1. Here's the scoring: Yadiel Hernandez doubles, and Luke Williams misplays it. So then it quickly goes. Oh no, I'm looking at the scoring for the last game. That's my bad. The first game, Washington takes a 1-0 lead on a sacrificed fly. We tied up with a homer by JT Romito, and then late in the game, the top of the 7th inning, Yan Gomes hits a 2-run home run to blow it away, basically. They win 3-1. That was it. That was it for the scoring. Not much to talk about. Zach Wheeler had a good game. He pitched a complete game, but ended up with the loss. Offense did not get it going, but the offense sure did get it going in the next game. Yadiel Hernandez, now this is what I'm talking about. Yadiel Hernandez doubles on a line drive. Luke Williams makes a misplay. It was bases loaded at the point. So 3-0. And then there was a Trace Barrera doubles. It's 4-0. Christopher Sanchez had a horrible start to this game. He only pitched a third of an inning. And then Josh Harrison homers to center field. Oh my goodness. 6-0 now. Patrick Corbin reaches on a fielder's choice. 7-0 now Washington. And then bottom of the third, this is where the Phillies get back into this game. Rhys Hoskins with his 23rd home run of the year. He was crushed. I mean crushed. This ball was 7-1 now, Washington. Now you're thinking, all right, we just got to go to get a run on the board, nothing much. And then Andrew McCutchen later in that inning, or is the next inning, he crushes one to left field. He murdered that ball. 7-2. And then the next batter, Alec Boehm, or at least I think, yeah, he was the next batter. Alec Boehm. That's the second pair of back-to-back home runs I think the Phillies had this series. Alec Boehm homers. 7th home run of the year. It became 7-3. And Alec Bohm had 3 hits in that game, I believe. He did have 3 hits, which I'm really happy with him. And then bottom of the 5th, so this is the next inning. Andrew McCutchen singles on a line drive to left field. 7-4 now, Washington. And now you go an inning without scoring. Bottom of the 7th now, you're down 3. 2 outs. I was like, oh, this game's over. We started getting stuff going. Alec Bohm singles to Juan Soto. 7-5 now. Ronald Torreyes works a beautiful walk to get the bases loaded, to bring JT Realmuto up at the plate. You're down 7-5 with 2 outs, bases loaded, because Ronald Torreyes worked a beautiful walk, down 1-2 at the count, ends up walking. I think he fouled a pitch off or 2, but it was a great at-bat by Ronald Torreyes. JT Realmuto singles to left field, past the diving Alcides Escobar. 7-7 after the 7-0 deficit early in the game. I believe it was the 3rd inning where they stopped scoring. You tied up 7-7. Rafael Marchand pops up in the next at bat, but we tied it up. You're going to extras. Top of the 8th inning, Ranger Suarez, my guy, comes into pitch. He gives up a single to Ryan Zimmerman, which scores the run, and then it became bases loaded. It's 8-7, and then it becomes bases loaded. You thought, oh, if he's got to get out of this. He strikes out a couple. He struck out, I think it was Yan Gomes, and then Tyler Stevenson. He was the last batter. Got out of the inning. Now, oh my goodness, the bottom of the 8th was one of the weirdest innings. Rafael Marchand's the runner at second base. I forgot to say it. That's why they scored because Rafael Marchand, or the runner on second, starts the inning. Rafael Marchand was the runner at second. Odubel Herrera, who has been horrendous all season. I don't want him on this team. He was a criminal, and he hasn't shown that he deserves this second chance that we are giving him, because he hasn't been playing to his full potential. He grounds out, why didn't he bunt? He should have bunted to get the runner over. Now, if we lost this game, I would have been super, super, super mad. But we didn't. So I'm kind of happy right now. But Odubel Herrera grounds out to the shortstop, Alcides Escobar. I think he was still playing at the time. And Rafael Marchand could not move up. So it's runner on second, 1 out. And then Gene Segura is up. They intentionally walk Segura to get 2 runners on, first and second, 1 out. But then you have no pinch. They have no position players left, so they could not pinch hit for anyone. They bring in Aaron Nola to pinch hit because they have no one. So Aaron Nola's up there. He works a 3-0 count. And then, oh my God, it should have been ball 4. Below his knees, the umpire calls the strike. Then it goes to a 3-2 count. Then Aaron Nola works a walk on that same pitch. He called it a ball the second time. Bases loaded, 1 out. Brad Miller comes up to the plate. You're down 1 out. Brad Miller hits a game-winning walk-off grand slam. He throws the bat down. He screams. Best game of the year, even though it only went 8 innings. 11-8 Phillies win. We're 51-51, 3.5 games behind the Mets because they lost today. My goodness, this Phillies team wants to give everyone a heart attack once they're on the field. They're giving me heart attacks every single time they touch the field. But we finish the 7-0 comeback and win 11-8. The offense stepped up today. They really stepped up. The pitching, on the other hand, stepped up after the 3rd inning, after they gave up 7 runs with an effort of Christopher Sanchez and Brandon Kinsler giving up those runs. But that was a crazy series. We got to get back on the roll with Pittsburgh. I'm sorry I did not post those because we were doing good ever since I stopped posting. We won 3 out of 4 against the Cubs. We won 2 of 3 against the Red Sox. We won 3 of 4 against the Marlins. And then we lost 2 against the Yankees. Then we won 2 of 2 against the Braves. We won 2 of 4 against the Braves, and now we won 2 of 4 against the Nationals. So we're 4-4 in our last 8. Now we got to sweep this series against the Padres. Mets are playing Cincinnati. You got to hope they lose. Trade deadline's tomorrow at 4 p.m. You got to make some moves. Got to try to get Craig Kimbrell. I would love Craig Kimbrell and maybe him get a couple saves in Pittsburgh to knock it down. I'm excited for tomorrow. And tomorrow, I love watching games against Pittsburgh. I really like the Pirates. I love watching games against the Pirates, especially in PNC Park. It's one of my favorite ballparks in the MLB. So this is going to be a fun game, especially the night games. They're always enjoying. And Oh my goodness. If we could get Craig Kimbrell, maybe a Kyle Gibson, someone. We need a new center fielder. Maybe get Chris Bryant. I don't know. But we'd have to give up a lot of prospects for him. I wouldn't because he's a rental unless you can somehow sign him back the next year. But that's going to do it for this Phillies rundown. It was a really long one, 15 minutes right now. The Phillies team somehow was able to get 2-4 against this Washington Nationals team. Nationals just lost Max Scherzer to a trade to the Padres. The Padres are going to be stacked, might I add. I'm probably going to do a video this weekend going over all the trades of the deadline. Try to get away from just the Phillies rundowns right now. Because, oh my goodness, Yankees traded for Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo. I think that trade's starting to come through. I just got a notification like 15 minutes ago. Eduardo Escobar going to the Brewers. Max Scherzer going to the Padres. Starling Marte, who I wish we could have got, is going to the A's for Jesus Luzardo. And it's going to be crazy. These next 20, not even 20, like around 21 hours are going to be crazy. But that's going to do it all for me. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below of what you thought about this Phillies series and this last Phillies game, which was the game of the year. And I'll see you guys in the next rundown or the next video. Peace out.